back. It's like 10 minutes after our last video. Either I need to squat or do that. There, now you can see. So I'm going to write to a file. And before I would do this, like int x4 equals 0. Actually, let's do this. 65, 66, 67, 68. And I would have done fwrite of x, size of int 4 to fout, and then done an fclose. And so this is how we've done it before with like fread, fwrite. And if I run it, then it makes a file called hank.txt. It's 16 bytes. That's good because we wrote 4 integers. And if we look at it, we can see, because we did 65, 66, 67, 68, and we know A is 65. And here's some other stuff, other bytes that were in there. This is actually probably for the null character, which are zeros, because VI is just making a decision when it sees some weird ASCII character how to print it. But we can see our A, B, C, D in there. Now, let's do our new thing, which is we can do printf the way we're used to, but we're going to do fprintf, and we're going to print to fout, and we're going to say hello world. Actually, I'm going to put a new line in there so it goes to another line. Hello world. Wow. The values of x are %d, 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 %d. And then we'll put in the values x0. J, good. And now, whoops, should not do it after I close. And now if I do the same thing and run it, and I look at hank.txt, I've got my ABCD, but now I'm able to print in the file with the same fprintf constructs, but I did a fprintf, and I gave it a file, a pointer to a file that I wanted to print to. I also could do this, where I could say fprintf to standard out, and if I do that, then this would be exactly the same as just doing printf. Okay? So let's just compile that and prove it to ourselves. I haven't tested this, hopefully I have it right. And so it printed it to the screen, but also it printed it to the hank.txt. Oddly enough, the ABCD got better. I'm not sure what happened there. Not sure why the ABCD got better. I think it had to do with probably just adding more and how VI decided to interpret it, because I think it's the same amount. Okay, any questions about fprintf before I end the video? Nathan?
I don't understand why it's like A, gibberish. Why didn't it just print like A?
Yeah, okay, good. So when I print the integer 65, well, the integer has 4 bytes, right? And one of those bytes contains 65, the other bytes contain zeros, right? And so VI is looking at this and making a decision about what to put on the screen. When it sees 65, it looks at the ASCII code and says that's an A. When it sees a 0, it says, I'm going to put up some gibberish. And so it saw 3 gibberishes, and then the B, and then 3 more gibberishes, and so on. So the issue is we were writing integers that have 4 bytes, and we're only putting stuff that we actually valued in the first byte.
So if we were putting in cars, then there wouldn't be gibberish.
Exactly right.
Okay.
Yep. The question was, if we put in cars, would there be gibberish? And the answer is no, there would not be gibberish if we did cars. Okay.